Hello there, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely evening. I kind of am. To be honest, I was feeling a little bored, and I don't really have anything to do in the game for another couple hours. So I thought I would boot up another of my super casual mode Ancient Beckoning runs. This is where I'm going to be basically doing an Ancient Beckoning boss, so right now it's Fenrir. Let's go ahead and load in. But I'm not going to be paying super close attention to like optimum cycling or really making sure my damage is right or conserving my clocks or anything super over-the-top hardcore that involves focus or paying attention or knowing what I'm doing. I just want to hang out and have an easy time. So that's what I'm going to do against Fenrir. I threw a couple little goals up on the screen just to help me keep track of the scores that I'm shooting for. My current personal best, I put up a score kind of just for the memes. I was in 8th place before, but I wanted to do a run with the Transcender in my team because you know how I feel about the Transcender. He's a good dude. So I threw him in the team and just put up a score just to get him on the leaderboards. He's not great, so I should be able to do better than this if I'm doing a real run with a real team. Actually, my real team will be this with Arianrod instead of him. So my goals in terms of scoring are not super ambitious or lofty. I would just like to beat my current score and then maybe overtake Jurg, just because he's the next player above me on the leaderboard, so I can try to shoot for that. But, like I said in the video description, this is actually the first time I got Patsyr to 4 stars just a couple days ago. So I figured I would throw her into my lineup. I'm not super sure about exactly how she works. Yeah. So we'll figure that out as we go, I guess. I haven't done this cycle before because I didn't have her. There's a different cycle that you use, like you send your AoE person and then you send Bernhardt and you send Kyra to grab all different buffs instead of just cycling the AoE buff, so I'll have to kind of get a feel for that as well. I'm just trying to figure out positioning if that changes with Transcender not here. I think everyone's skills are the same. I can bring range skills on her since I'm not going to need Godly Menace for debuffs. Patsyr should take care of the debuffs for me. So let's see, if Jugler's going to be parked here. Probably going to want Patsyr up top. Oh, although Arianrod has to be up there too. Grab this node. Yeah, she'll be up there to grab this node, so she can just run up top. Actually, maybe she can come down here, because she'll be able to teleport after she attacks. Well, we'll just give it a try. We'll just give it a try, see how it works. This is casual mode night after all. So a little bit of casuality is to be expected. Just gonna go ahead and get started with Jugler to get some Hellhound debuffs on. I have a weird kit on Jugler right now. He's a horse Jugler with Arcane Battle Garb just to get some extra fixed procs to help Thor charge up faster. Now she'll go to get her unique debuff and MDef Intimidate off, guaranteed. Burn, I think, is going to hang out so he can reach the node next turn. I'm not going to use his faction buff yet. I'll use it when I go to the node, just because that will make the cycle a little bit more coherent. At least coherent in my tired brain, so I don't have to think about it as much. Alright, so... King's Crown on Aryan Rod. Jugler to start, as always. Now we have Thor up, but I don't think I want to use it yet, because Bernhardt's just going away this turn. So I think I use it at the start of next turn, so I can get the most attacks possible in with Thor around. So we'll make him wait for now. We'll make him wait for a turn. So that's with one stack of the buff. That's not too bad. I mean, I guess someone's always going to be going away, so... I do want Byrne to get all of his fixed hits in with Thor around, though. You go Kyra, Aryan, Byrne, Aryan. Yeah, does Aryan get the double stack that way, Soda? That sounds like it would be pretty ideal. Alright, let's get Thor in here. Get a couple little bites from Thor there. Patsyr's running 2 one-cost skills at Kutaru's recommendation, because that way she always has a skill available. She never has to wait for a cooldown. Thor's gonna like this. Yeah. Okay, so if I guess I'm on a cycle, Aryan, Byrne, Aryan, Kyra. That might end up being the same, functionally. Alright, so we got our helpful wolves here to help heal us now. Nice helpful wolves. So this should be Kyra's turn to take the buff. You wait your turn, Thor. We have important things to do first. Almost got him from Thorbrox. So we will get a double buffed Aryan in here. Ooh, that's nice. 460,000 damage. That's way better than what Transcender was doing. So we'll send Kyra to her spot. Thor is gonna bid us adieu. Not terrible. Right, so this should be Aryan's turn again. We're gonna start over that cycle of Aryan, Burn, Aryan, Kyra. Hey Bradicus, how's it going? Bradicus, how's your Fenrir score looking? Yeah, I find for a lot of these fights, other than Hugin and Munin is one that's still quite puzzling. But for a lot of these fights, as long as you, like, once you crack the cycle, it's all about kind of sticking to a good pattern until your team starts to fall apart and then kind of improvising. So, I don't know. If you have a team for it, I bet you could get into a groove. So this is going to be Burn's turn. I still haven't gotten Freekong's account up to the point where I can start doing these. I've been slacking a little bit on Freekong for the past while just because I've been busy with real stuff. But once I get some of those R characters fully built up, like to 6-star, then I'll be able to start putting together some different faction teams to come in here and start figuring out a cycle with really weird characters. So that'll be pretty fun. That'll be probably in the new year. Hey Maso Mink, welcome to the chat. Where did I leave off here? It's Patsyr's turn. Only a few thousand off S rank on Hugin and Munin. That's just like one hit. You can do that this time for sure. This team I'm running... Yeah, this team I'm running is decent. Well, I mean, it's the meta team. The only difference is I should have Ultimuller instead of Yulia. Probably Ultimuller. But my Ultimuller's only 4 stars, and my Yulia's pretty good, so... She gets the tap. Other than that, Patsyr's only 4 stars, so that would be 1 point of improvement for sure. Before I had Kyra, I just stuck with the old-fashioned AoE cycle, where instead of cycling 3 different people onto runes, I just used Aryan Rod and Bozel, and they took turns taking the AoE rune. So Aryan would go here, and then when she came down to AoE, Bozel would go here and grab it. So you could use, like, Bernhardt, Patsyr still is good, Jugler, Aryan Rod, Bozel, and, like, your other DPS unit. That would definitely work. I mean, you'd be able, if you don't have an S rank already, you'd be able to get S rank with almost any team, as long as they were, like, coherent units. S rank is not super, super difficult anymore if your characters are built. Okay, we'll bring Burn. So it's Aryan's turn to go back to her rune. And then Kyra can go over and King's Crown her. See, I've pretty much got S rank already on, like, turn 6. Yeah, Bradicus, that's definitely assisted from this rune up here. This one gives you increased fixed damage dealt, so of course Bernhardt has a bunch of fixed damage stuff on, and his Rupture, so he just keeps doing fixed damage, and it's all boosted. Well, almost all of it's boosted. So this will be Kyra's turn to take hers. We're slowly but surely chipping Thor back up. Lestelle is not great, but she is on faction for this. I know back when this first came out, there were a lot of people who used Lestelle for it. As long as the rest of your team isn't really weak, then you could probably get an S rank with Lestelle in this fight. I don't see why not. Yeah, she does. She definitely has debuffs. She can bring Lava Titans if you need extra debuffs. Like, she'll do something in this fight. She's not useless, that's for sure. Honestly, though, FS, if you're still new and you don't have a score logged, it's worth just coming in with, like, whatever on-faction units you have, and just, like, pound as much damage you can into the boss just to set a score for yourself so that you can get those rewards every cycle. It'll help you slowly build up your team. And it's better to get, you know, low-tier rewards than getting no rewards. Yeah, my Patsyr's super weak. I can see this being much easier once she's actually good again. But I don't have room in my Gates of Fate schedule to shard her up. So maybe when summoning for Dark Matthew, maybe I'll get an off-banner Patsyr. Helpful wolves healing my team. Okay, so it's going to be Bernhardt's turn to go back up. He's got his faction buff up, so he likes to faction buff up here since he's not doing anything anyway. Jugler's damage gets very bad very quickly, so having those extra little fixed damage procs actually gives him some way to contribute. But that's just gear that I stole off other characters, so it's not specifically enchanted for him or anything like that. Definitely lots of room to improve my loadouts in terms of like gear and enchants. It's very cobbled together. Boom! 350,000. That's not terrible. Oh, some actual good damage out of Kyra there. I actually don't know if I'm going to beat my current score with this. I think the casual attitude is giving me bad crit RNG or something. Just not feeling it. We'll see when we get there, though. Oh, good to hear that you got your OBS working. That's awesome. Why Infantry Yulia and not Holy Yulia? Well, the honest answer to that is that Infantry Yulia is what I had, and I didn't want to bother changing her around just for this. So that's how hard I'm trying. I honestly don't think it makes a huge, huge difference. So this is Arian's turn to go to the rune. If there was a significant piece of gear that was different between Holy and Infantry, it might make more of a difference. Like if I had an Int enchanted Arcane Battle Garb for her, I could put that on just to get an extra fix stack to help Thor come back a little bit faster, but that's really kind of min-maxing at that point. So this should be Kyra's turn to go down to her rune. Let's see if I can stun the dog before Arian comes in. Alright, so we'll get some bonus damage on the big AoE here. Still cracking over 400,000. We like it. We like it. Okay. If you don't have Arian Rod, do you have Bozal? Because Bozal and Varna is a possible AoE cycle. You can use Bozal and Varna to swap the AoE runes. You should have Varna. I know a lot of people are hesitant to build her just for Ancient Beckoning. But she's pretty good for this, and she's pretty good for Hugin and Munin. Bernhardt is just awesome, regardless. Anyone who has Bernhardt should have him built. He's so good. He's good for challenges, he's good for timeless trials and story stuff. His aura is great. His faction buff is great. Highly recommend Bernhardt. Alright, my wolf buddy's healing me up. Very nice, very generous. Yeah, guys, definitely listen to Soda Popinski's advice. He's one of the Ancient Beckoning gurus on main chord. So this is going to be Byrne's turn. Still in decent shape here. Alright, here we are, the start of a new cycle. Jugler and his Hellhounds. Well, Soda, your scores are better than mine across the board, and you're definitely a student of the mode. I see you taking notes all the time. Jugler shouldn't need too many stars for this. As you can probably see, his main role here is really just to heal the team after taking those AoEs, and also bringing Hellhounds. So Hellhounds are one of those things that most people don't train them just for regular use. But they're really good in Ancient Beckoning because of this debuff that increases damage taken. So every time I attack with Jugler, the boss gets that extra damage taken debuff from the Hellhounds, and then when the rest of my team attacks, they're all doing more damage, so it really helps rack up the score. So as long as Jugler's kind of sitting there with Hellhounds, contributing that debuff, the rest of your team is going to output that much more damage. So I think this is going to be Kyra's turn to go get the rune, if I remember correctly. So usually Fenrir should be dead on this turn. We want to avoid taking this physical AoE for as long as possible. That's the one that hurts. Alright, and it looks like Thor's going to be back very soon, so that's nice. We'll get an extra little kick from him. He's back right now. Huh, so Burn will be attacking this turn, but then going away next turn. I wonder if I want to use Thor or if I just wait. Yeah, that's a tricky situation to be in, Suikoden. Burn is great, but the ham is just so enticing. I'd say you're not wrong to focus on the ham. Although he's really only kind of useful in PvP, whereas Burn is useful everywhere. But Dark Matthew is limited, so there's definitely appeal to getting him up early. So the give and take with using Thor there versus waiting is this Thor will have a few less stacks when he uses his big attack because he won't be getting all of Burn's stacks coming back from this rune. But since I'm using him a couple turns earlier, Fenrir's stats are lower, so I'll do a little bit more damage. So it probably balances out. Not the end of the world, really. That's what a casual mode stream is for. Casualness. FS, Dark Matthew's rates are going to be the same as ever, so it's a 2% chance to pull him on any given summon. He's the only character on the banner, though, so you have a 40% chance to get him, and then a 60% chance to get any off-banner character. So you could get him on your first summon. Or you could get him in 50. There's pity at 100, and if you go all the way to pity, then that's a 40% chance it'll be Matthew. But hopefully you'll be lucky and get him right away. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'm definitely hoping I'm going to get him right away. Like, within the first 50 summons. That would be nice. One copy, that's all I need. I'm not going to be too greedy and try to get multiple copies of him. If I get one, I'm just going to stop. Because I still need to summon for Werner and Mariandel as well. Whenever they come out. Alright, so Bernhard is going to have to bail on poor Thor here. But we at least have other people to do some damage. Ooh, no crit on the boss there, unfortunately. Yes, Bradicus, I said Werner. The new one. The new one coming out with Mariandel, because I don't plan on using Mariandel, but he needs her for bonds, so gotta get her too, if I want him to be good. And I do want him to be good. I'm planning on using him in PvP. I'm not sure how long it'll take me to build him up, so I might not be using him right away this season, but I do really like the looks of him, so if I get him, I'll try to build him and get him in the box this season. Later this season, I guess. Oh, Beast Shock. Let's use that instead. So we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Halfway to my current score, anyway. Yeah, mode shift characters are fun, assassins are fun, sneaky characters are fun with sneaky mechanics that trick people. Yeah, it's definitely a stressful summoning time, isn't it, Soda? Oh, poor old Jugler, starting to feel stressed from this. Here's the thing, Frozen Max. Usually I like to have 250 vouchers saved up if I want to get both characters off a raid up. And even that's not super safe, but statistically it feels pretty good. So 250 should be good for Matthew. But if you have really bad luck, the reason everyone's throwing around the number 600 summons is because with 600 vouchers, you're guaranteed to get them. Even if you have the worst possible luck and go to pity 6 times in a row and get all off-banner characters that you don't have 6-star, that gives you enough Matthew shards to actually get him. But realistically, like 0.001, like however many percent of players are actually going to face luck that awful. Most people aren't going to have luck that bad. So 250 should be a good amount if you have like decent average luck. Ever since my summoning session for Albedo and Shaltir, though, where I did 460 summons and I didn't get Shaltir, I always tend to go kind of overkill on saving up and hoarding vouchers just to be extra sure that I'm going to have enough. I just like to be extra sure. F, we don't know if Kyra's coming back. Because she was a crossover character, so that really depends on if Zilong goes back to the well and renews the licenses. But a bunch of the other crossovers have come back, so it's certainly possible. And I didn't hear anything concerning or bad about the deal between these two IP holders. Like, the Kyra banner seemed to be pretty smooth, so I don't see any reason why it wouldn't come back. Well, let's see if Aryan Rod can kill this. Oh yeah. Alright, so Bernie gets some bonus damage. If she does come back, though, F's, it's probably not going to be for quite a while, because I would say the... well, we have the Record of Lodos War rerun happening in the spring, and then probably Trails of Cold Steel would come back before this. So, yeah, it would be... Depending on when Cold Steel happens, it probably wouldn't be for like another year, or around another year before Kyra comes back. Good to keep the old eyes peeled and ready for her, though. Yeah, it feels like it's been a while. I kind of consider Dark Matthew to be kind of a collab. Even though he's not, really. Just because he's a limited unit and it's kind of special. It's like kind of a special event, so it feels different and fun. It's hard to really measure progress by metrics like that, Fs. It's more... I tend to go more with, like, the content that you have cleared. Or the kind of content you're currently working on. But I don't really like the idea of thinking about accounts of, like, how far ahead they are, or how far behind they are. As long as you're having fun and you're still progressing and you're building your team and you're working towards content, that's all that matters. Alright, so Burn's going to be going to the rune. I always feel kind of sad when I see people talking about trying to catch up with early players, like day one players, and it's like, you don't need to catch up. You're playing a video game for fun. This is supposed to be entertaining. Like, if other players have more stuff than you, that's not taking away from your enjoyment of the game. Unless you're super competitive and you only care about PvPing against other players on even grounds. But even for me, who's been playing since day one, I still just enjoy, like, doing content. You know, having fun dicking around in Ancient Beckoning like this. Stuff that I've already cleared, even. Figuring out new strategies, trying out new characters. The best way to learn PvP is just to play PvP. Just get in there, do some matches, figure out how your team works, get stomped by a bunch of people, and then try to figure out what went wrong and, like, what mistakes you made so that you don't make them in the future. I can definitely understand that being demoralizing for people, is just having to go and play and lose, but you definitely learn from it, and it does make you better. Oh, Kyra's still doing big damage. We just need her surviving. Still looking okay. Actually, well, we'll go Patsyr since she debuffs the boss. But I want to see if Arian can kill this. Yeah, this way Burn and Yulia both get the stun bonus. I probably should have been doing that from the start. $17.50 is respectable if it's the first season that you've actually been trying. Very respectful. Was that enough? Was $17.50 enough to get you into the top 512 for rewards? Oh, nice. Yeah, those crystals and scrolls definitely pay off, too. That's nice. Okay, Aryan Rod's going back to the rune this turn. I wonder if he's going to do enough damage to Aryan Rod to bring her below her Act Again threshold. Because this could be the time where I start squeaking out some bonus damage on him. Might as well use a clock and try it. Yeah. Didn't even need the clock. Yeah, this is a pretty good team for this. There's definitely still some room for improvement. Like I said, I need to get my Patsyr up, and I need to get my gear sorted. My gear and enchants are a real mess. I've just grabbed gear from other characters, and some of the enchants don't have good attack stats, or... like, Jugler's using 2 red pieces and 2 green pieces. It's pretty all over the place. But I'm using all my gold and all my scrolls for PvP stuff right now, so I can't really afford to spend a bunch of stuff just on Ancient Beckoning bosses. Sadly. But it's good to know that I still have room to improve, so I could, like, juice this team up a little bit and then come in next time and put a better score up. Like, my Thor will be higher level next time. So there's lots of ways to improve. This is another situation where I feel like she should go first. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Drats. Alright, burn will buff up. Yeah, Nathan, it's really nice to be able to do this and not have to constantly think about what debuffs you're going to get and counting debuffs every turn and trying to do sketchy moves just to make sure you're getting the right amount of debuffs every cycle. You just get into a nice groove, use all your skills. There's much less thinking and much less stress involved. Until we start getting to this phase of the fight where his stats are starting to get pretty crazy and you need to start improvising and your characters start dying, that's when it starts to get a little stressful again. But during casual mode stream, we don't really worry about that too much. We don't worry about it. Alright, so Fenrir is at 50%. We're starting to get up around the point where I'm not going to be able to two-turn him. Almost all my soldier training's 80. Almost. My aquatic training is 76, but that doesn't matter for this fight because I'm not using any aqua soldiers. And my cavalry training is 77, but the only cavalry I'm using is these guys, and they're not really here for damage anyway, so... yeah, that's my training levels. But that literally just comes from time. like grinding over 3 years. Okay, I don't think she kills it now. But we're gonna try anyway, see if she gets a crit. Oh, so close! Did she get him? No, so close. 2,000 hit points left. Oh yeah, Anarchy every day for sure. I have not missed a day of doing 20 times Anarchy, like the 20 continuous auto battle Anarchies, in a long time. Yep, I do 20 Anarchies every day, and sometimes more than that. Sometimes I'll even get Free Kong on with me and just manually grind more if there's like a few mats I need to upgrade something. Anarchy's big. If you have extra burgers or extra stamina, I definitely recommend that's what you spend it on. Soldier training makes a big difference in your overall unit power. Okay, so we're thinking Aryan Rod's going to be able to get her act again every turn now. So that's like an extra 50,000 damage she can do on this cycle. Yeah, during Dimensional Expedition, I'll be definitely playing on my main account really hard for the first few days, just because my main guild is more competitive, so we'll want to get as much score built up as we can during that initial burst period. Hopefully it's not over Christmas, over the Christmas break, because so many people have like family obligations and stuff. And then after that first few days, once we're kind of in good shape on the expedition, then I'll go over and start contributing with Free Kong to my Free Kong guild. But it's not as pressing over there. Now, did I mess up my cycle somewhere? Because this looks like it should be Byrne's turn to take the rune. I don't think I messed up. Byrne does this. Mink, that's pretty much what everyone's assuming, that we'll get Ham next week, just because they've been really teasing him and promoting him really hard. So, nothing's been confirmed. Like, they haven't come right out and said, yes, this banner's definitely happening on the 23rd, but with all the promotion and stuff they've been doing, it's a really safe assumption. So everyone's assuming it's going to happen, and I think it's a safe assumption. My main guild probably won't be rank 1. There's a lot of other really competitive guilds on my server. It's a pretty competitive server for Dimensional Expedition, actually. We tend to just try to get in the top 8, because the rewards for top 8 are still all pretty good. So that's our main goal, top 8. And that's fairly comfortable for the amount of work and time that we put in as well. Alright, Thor, welcome back. That's not where your hammer goes. There you go. Alright, what do we got here? Kyra's in bad shape. I don't like the looks of that. Oh, that's annoying that her discipline healed her up. Oh, Thor, thank you for all your help. Oh, that's a problem. I totally forgot Jugler. You know what? I am going to rewind. I still have 9 clocks left. This is like a perfect opportunity. We don't know if they're skipping Sissy White. We don't know that. Oh, it was because I summoned Thor. That's what confused me. Like, they haven't made any announcements about the actual banner schedule, so we can only make assumptions. We can only make assumptions. And right now, we don't really have any information that leads me to believe they'll be skipping a Sissy White banner. Any information you hear about the upcoming next few weeks in terms of banner schedule is just them guessing. Which admittedly is part of the fun. It's part of the fun to guess what Zilong's gonna do. But it is ultimately just guessing. Okay, that healed Kyra a little bit. I really kind of just wanted to see all that thunder again. That's why I did that. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Yep, we're still fine. Get some more Thor Thunderbolts in. Love to see it. Okay, now let's see if we get lucky and this actually kills the boss. Yep. Alright, so we'll get a few stun bonuses. Yeah, a lot of people had some pretty delicately balanced Gates of Fate schedules. Bringing Ham forward actually helps my schedule a little bit. But Sissy White almost 6 stars. That's very nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Mine is like 3 stars. Early 3 stars still. Alright, Thor, what can you do when you're on your own? Fenrir is a wolf, yep. He's a wolf from Norse mythology. Oh, nice, Span. Took a gamble for your Virash for Brenda. Who was the other side of that 50-50 chance that you took? Patsyr, do your thing. I have a feeling there are a lot of people summoning Virash this week. A lot of people summoning Virash. Which is pretty funny considering how undesired he is. Well, if Brenda's your fave, then I'm glad you got her finished up. That's very nice. I know how it feels to get a character all built up that you really enjoy. What enchants are you thinking about, Fs? Oh, 15% on your weapon. It's just going to be RNG. You just got to keep cranking enchant scrolls. A lot of people will recommend using just SR scrolls, just the gold scrolls on your weapons, because it's still possible to get 15% with gold scrolls. Jugler, you are a hurting unit right now. I don't like the looks of this. Suikoden. Mega Giz. The EOL. It's about everything. It's everything. The eyes, the abs, the sweet toga. Dude is the best. Dude is the best character. I don't think you're going to be doing 200,000 with this. No. Not even close. I have been using Mega Giz in my Apex box for practice matches, and I'm still figuring out exactly how I want to use him, but he's kind of clunky but kind of fun so far. I'm going to use him in ladder at the beginning of the Apex season just for fun, just because so many people know like how much I love that character. And the amazing summoning session that I had for him, so it'll be fun just to get him out there in PvP for a little bit. Ultimately, not the greatest character overall, but sometimes we gotta collect our waifus, right? Yeah, I agree, Nathan. Fun is the most important thing. If you're playing a video game, like you're playing an entertainment product, you want to have fun. Alright, we're starting to get into the sketchy territory here. I need to be able to do 300... over 300,000. And we're all going to be injured. Well, not all of us. This might be the first turn where I have to take an extra hit. Might be the first turn where I have to take an extra hit. No crit there, so only 170. I will be able to kill him here. So it's not going to be this turn quite yet. But it's getting very close. Burn stuns him with all those fixed procs. So nice. Alright. We're getting close. We're still, what, 2 million away from my current high score? So, getting close, getting close. And Thor's not close to coming back yet. No swordsmith medals allowed for Fenrir. Don't want to spoil my fun. Oh, what am I doing? You go back here. Bernie. Hey Ahmed, welcome to the chat. You're coming in right at the tail end of a Fenrir run. I'm not sure how much longer this is going to hold up now. Thank you, helpful wolf. Get me healed up. What a nice wolf. Poor old Jugler, really taking a beating now. Okay, this is Burn's turn to go up to his rune. Whoa, Patsyr's almost in the realm of killing herself if she tries to attack. We don't like that. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna eat one of these. We're gonna eat one. In that case... I don't want to leave her injured, so I don't want to move Burn up to the rune first and then have her come in and attack. So I'm trying to decide who I'm going to King's Crown here. No sense in doing it to her, because she's just going to be moving back to her rune next time. No sense in doing it to him, so... I can King's Crown Yulia. Yulia's pretty strong. And then he'll go here, faction buff, heal us up. So hopefully we should be able to survive. Physical AoE. Patsyr might be in trouble because she's the weakest member of my team. Okay, we all survived-ish. Come on, Burn. Finish him off with your fixed. Good, there. Now we're safe to attack. Okay, I didn't want to go with her first because she would have definitely died on the counter. But now that he's stunned, she can go ahead safely. Oh, she took an act again there. That's awkward. That's awkward. Maybe I don't do that yet. Yulia would prefer to do this not next to an ally. But if I'm going to have to take an act again, I might as well make use of it. Might as well make use of it for damage purposes rather than just standing there. There. That's better. Kyra still cracking out 100,000 damage with that attack. Alright, let's hope this turn goes better than the last turn. Somehow. Even though he has higher stats now. We're still not super close to Thor. He's at 42 out of 60, so we gotta get through another turn without his help. Yulia's almost at the point where she's killing herself on attack. I mean, this is technically Kyra's turn to take the rune. This is awkward. Cycle's screwed up a little bit. This is okay as far as healing is concerned, though. Because she's healthy, so she can hit him safely. Take the rune last, heal up the rest of the team. Oh, it's big damage now. Oh, we're all hurt. We're all hurt bad. Don't like to start off a turn hurt. Don't like to start off a turn hurt. Oh, Patsyr, hang in there. Okay, Yulia might die here. That was close. That was really close. Whew. So again, I feel like I have to go with her before Aryan Rod. He's going to be running back here, so I guess we're just going to King's Crown Yulia again. And then she can get her act again. I assume it's up. Yeah. Heal the team. And then we gotta survive another physical AoE here. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we're all alive. We're all alive, and we have some helpful wolves coming in to heal us. I think we're all alive. Yeah, we're all alive. Some of us barely. Are you gonna survive this, Jugler? Yeah, you're fine. Now you can AoE him down. This should kill him. So everyone else can attack with impunity. Not worry about getting counter-killed. In fact, I might as well take the rune now so everyone else can attack from full health. These are the turns that I find most interesting in any Ancient Beckoning fight, is when you're kind of scrambling and adapting your strategy and doing different stuff. Because you are about to die. His stats are so huge now. Alright, King's Crown on burn. Start of a new turn. Thor must be almost here by now. Oh, he's still probably a turn away. Well, the damage on that AoE just keeps getting higher and higher, so it's only a matter of time before it does kill me. Only a matter of time. I just want to check Arianrod's act again. Okay, it's a 2-round cooldown, so I can't abuse it too much. Don't want to be stuck without it when I need it. Burn really helping with that chonky fixed damage. So she has her act again up now. I might as well use it. I might as well use it. And I can do Kyra after this rune because she should be able to survive. She should be able to survive this first AoE. She got a little bit of healing on herself there. So this is the magical AoE. But we're going to get a little free healing from these wolves anyway. A little more free healing. So that one's easy. That's the easy AoE. This is the one that hurts. The one coming up. Even Jugler's almost killing himself. Let's see if Patsyr survives this. She's not at 100% health, so she's not going to be getting the benefit of her last rites. Okay, she's hanging in there. Woo! Hanging in there, Patsyr. Arianrod's AoE is definitely starting to show some weakness. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. Alright, we got Thor coming in next turn, though. Do it, burn! Yes! Alright, so we don't have to eat the physical AoE this turn. That is nice. And we beat my high score! Hey! We did it! With things feeling as desperate as they are right now, I don't know if I'm going to be beating Jurg's score. Don't know if I'm going to be beating Jurg's score, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Oh, look at these wolves in the way. Those jerk wolves. She can use her act again. Again. I'm gonna have to put Thor down slightly off kilter. Well, I should have one decent phase here just because I have Thor's help. The phase after this is going to be the sketchy one. Jugler might die here. Don't die, Jugler. Don't. Good boy. Good boy. Oh no, those lightning procs need to go on Fenrir, not on his little side wolves. Bad side wolves. Wow, bad luck. Actually, bad RNG. Wow, just one bolt on Fenrir, real Fenrir. Okay, so we get to King's Crown, Arian. Hopefully Kyra survives this. If not, we got some rewinds. We got some rewinds in stock. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of wolf healing too, so we should be alright. Get some wolf healing. Yep, we're in good shape. Patsyr. Now let's get Arian in here to clear these wolves out with her AoE so Thor can actually focus his attention where it matters. That did almost nothing to Fenrir himself. Yeah, we're gonna be eating a physical AoE here, my friends, because Thor's only gonna do like 50,000 damage. Ah, King's Crown went on Jugler too. That's not worth rewinding for, though. That's not worth rewinding for. Alright, Thor, do your thing, and then let's see if we survive this AoE. Oh, it didn't even do 50. Did a little shred, a little sliver of damage. What a wimp. Nope, Patsyr's dead. Patsyr is dead. Dead. So, what can I do to try to rewind? What can we do to try to rewind and crack out an extra 80,000 damage to hopefully keep Patsyr alive? Thank you, Ash. I think I'm going to rewind anyway. The question is how far. Yeah, Shaltir would be great for this. I wish I had her. She's one of the only characters I don't have. So Arianrod already has a King's Crown buff here at the start of the turn. A lot of my Thor stacks were wasted on these wolves. I wonder if I can clear those wolves out. Not really. Can't really. I'd have to do it with Arianrod's AoE, which would mean someone else taking the rune. I guess Kyra could just take the rune again. I don't mind summoning Thor. So let's try to take it from here and see if we can rejig our rune order. So this gets those distracting wolves out of the way. So all Thor's hits are going to be on the boss. One hour. Has the stream... Oh yeah, the stream's been on for an hour and a half. I'm actually going to have to conveniently die here soon because I have something else to do in the game before reset. So this is going to kind of screw up my buff cycle for these characters who are supposed to be taking the rune, but if it means we kill him next turn, it's worth it. Alright, he's more damaged than he was on the last... before I rewound. And we don't have any distracting wolves. Heal up. Heal up, Jugler. Okay. Let's see if we can make this turn better. Oh, she can't do anything. He's going to have to take the rune, so I don't know if this is going to end up being better. It doesn't look good. Well, we'll try it. We'll try it. If this ends up being worse than the last one, I'll probably rewind and do it the normal way again. That's why we have all these rewinds. That's why we have them all. Yeah, this is not going to be better. It's actually kind of close to better, though. I think if Kyra takes the rune again, like, Burn could attack and do some damage. Because Kyra can still take the rune after attacking, so she's still going to do DPS. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. We'll go Burn. Just do some damage. Do all your fixed stuff. Oh, it's not boosted, though, so it's not doing tons of damage. No, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, Patsyr's going to die. Old Thor's going to do trash for damage. Actually, Thor can't even hit him now because of my positioning. What happens if you try? Does he just disappear? Yeah. So that was worse by... Actually, everyone lived, so that's actually not worse. Yeah, that's not worse. Even though Thor didn't do damage there, we're still ahead by 30,000 damage and Patsyr being alive. So that's actually surprisingly worth it. That's surprisingly worth it. That's surprisingly worth it. Alright, so what order do I want to go in? Normally Jugler wants to go first, but if he attacks first, he'll be dead. So I think we go with her first. Oh no! Wow, she's gonna be dead too. How does she not be dead? How does someone not be dead? I guess Yulia can go because she can revive. She can revive. She'll probably die, but at least she'll revive. Ah! Okay, so she used Faith to heal Jugler. Maybe Jugler survives this now? Come on, Jugler. Okay. Ah, now what? She probably still dies. Ern dies. I want him to go to the rune anyway. Oh, she could AoE, but it's not boosted, so it's not going to kill him. I think Kyra's the only one. Kyra's the only one. Maybe this skill just has better animation. Please don't die, Kyra. Oh. I don't want to use all my rewinds here trying to figure out a way to kill this boss and survive. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die. Oh yeah, he can't even reach the rune, so he's gonna have to go hang out. So someone's gonna have to reach the rune, too. But he has to die first. Will she survive? One way to find out. Oh, Arian! Kill him! That didn't stun him by 3,000 hit points. Ugh! Fenrir! What are you doing to me? I wish I had Sword Dance so I could just go stand here and do AoE. Oh no. 3,000 damage. All I need is 3,000 damage. Someone needs to take the rune too, so I can't even do it with Kyra now, because she needs to go back and take the rune after there's debuffs on. I think I just need to waste... I need to waste Patsyr, unfortunately. She needs to die. Patsyr needs to die. So this is going to be it, I'm afraid. Oh, we don't even have debuffs. We don't even have runes. That was close with Arian Rod. I think if I go in a different order... Who did Yulia heal? She healed Jugler. Maybe if I go Arian Rod first, then Yulia, the RNG might be different. So instead of going Yulia first, we go Arian Rod first. Hope she gets a crit. Oh, instead she got crit. Yeah, that didn't help. Changing the RNG made the RNG worse for me. Alright, I guess we're gonna go Yulia. Take your revive, Yulia. Oh yes, but everyone has to run out of clock at some point, Fs. That's what they're there for. If I'm gonna be team wiping here anyway, like within this next turn, So it's really just using the clocks to try to squeak out as much damage as I can before I do die. I mean, I guess Jugler. Get your debuffs on. And then hope that Arian Rod can survive and kill him. Survive. This is not going to do 9,000 damage. No, it's not going to do 9,000 damage. Guess we have to go burn. Burn's dead, but that's okay, because maybe we'll get our debuff from Patsyr. Which means... Kyra can hop on the rune, at least. At least we get one more turn out of that. It's ugly, but that's how it's going to have to be. So we would love Arian Rod to be able to go back to the rune this turn. Yeah. That'll do. Kyra hanging in there. The next physical AoE. So this turn, this is going to be my last turn, because this is going to obliterate at least one character. Oh, Jugler, 127 hit points! But it's enough to crack 20 million! So we beat 20 million by a hair. That's good. That's another little milestone. Can be happy about that. Okay, Patsyr dead on the counter. I still want to do it. We're going to be dying this turn anyway, so I might as well get real Patsyr damage rather than wait and die on his turn. Rather than wait and die on Fenrir's turn. Get as much damage as I can in now. I'm going to be greedy and hope for my act again. Greedy! Yes! Greed. Greed is good. Get our AoE. Extra 60,000 damage. Uh-oh. She can't reach! Drats! She's gonna have to take a stupid rune just to heal us. Oh well. Oh, she's not even gonna get the choice because she's gonna be dead. Yeah, it was just an issue of less people dying. Because if we were healed up, if Kyra was able to take a rune, then maybe like Jugler would have survived that. Maybe Kyra would have survived it. Oh well, let's do a couple more damage with Yulia and call it a night. Alright, pretty good run. We beat my previous high score by almost 2 million. I guess just over 1 million. We didn't quite reach the next guy on the list, so I didn't rank up. But it's a little bit of a score boost. I could probably do better than that if I spend a little bit of time on enchants and a little bit of time on optimizing my cycle. But I don't think I'm going to bother with that right now. Just because my Thor is going to be more powerful soon. And too many of my resources are going to be going into Dark Matthew and Werner in the very near future. So I'm not going to be spending tons of time trying to improve this too much. But next cycle, probably like a month from now, I'll come back and I'll tackle this again, and I'll see if I can beat my score again then. Ahmed, we don't have 100% confirmation when Dark Matthew's banner is coming. We don't know for sure, but Zilong is being very, very not subtle about teasing it for next Thursday on the 23rd of December. So I'd say it's a 99.9% safe bet that that's when he'll be coming out. So we have about 6 more days worth of saving up to do before massive Summon Fest happens. Anyway, I'm going to go get the rest of my daily tasks done before the reset in an hour, and then I'm going to go to sleep for about 12 hours. So thank you everyone for coming out and chilling with me for this extremely casual Fenrir run. I'll catch you all in the next one. Happy Langrissing, everyone.